Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Remember Coach Jerod gave us a box of rackets? Yeah. Rob really wanted to try these, but his dedication, his blood runs and reigns with Wilson. That's why he chose Wilson. But he called me last night and said, can you bring that box over? I'm like, okay, coach, no problem. Stay tuned. Hey, Coach Pablo, why are you wearing my watch?
You're wearing my watch. That looks so good on you.
Well, either way, it's a ProTech watch.
Incredibly durable. Play tennis in it every day. Doesn't stop.
Get your very own watch, just like us. ProTech watch link is below. Discount code TENNIS. Official watch of Tennis Spin and
Mighty Tennis.
All right, so in that box from Coach Jerod was four, count them, four Head Youtek Speeds in the 315 weight. Yes, 315 weight. Back when these were out, they were all called MPs. Well, both of them were called MPs. The lighter one was MP 300, which was a 16 by 19 pattern, 0.2 inches longer, obviously lighter. This particular one is the 1820, 315 weight, so a little heavier, denser string pattern, standard length. So supposedly, Djokovic was on the 315 weight and the standard length version of this. Obviously, we know that he may not have been playing with this, but he promoted it anyways. So we're talking literally probably close to 15 years ago. Let's take a look at the numbers, though, of this one. So strung weight, 11.8. 6 points head light, swing weight 315, RA is 65, on the lower side there. Head size 100, the beam is a constant 20 millimeters, 18 by 20, length is 27. The interesting thing that nobody talks about is that Djokovic went from a 98 blade, 1820, my guess, right? Who knows what he was playing with, but that's what he was promoting. That's what he had in his hand. Suddenly, speed, everybody thought, oh yeah, it's a 98. Even I thought it was a 98. I was tricked and fooled. But indeed, it's 100 and has been 100 since then. I wonder why they've never come up with a 98 version of a Head. Speed. That's a great question, Head. Can Head answer that? If Head is watching me? Well, anyways, enough about that. These four were played with by Kira's brother. So I'll give you a little bit of background. And he was a really, really good player from what I understand. I haven't met him before. But he started off late in his tennis career. And he played in college and did very, very well. Now he's playing with other things. 15 years later, they're giving these up. Looks like he played with a hybrid of some sort, like a rough main with a synthetic type cross on, well, most of these. This one's a synthetic with a poly cross, and this one is a full bed of synthetic, it looks like. No, that is a poly main. Yeah, like a hurricane, something like that on the main with a addiction or something cross or sensation. But Coach Rob wanted these rackets and Coach Jerod said, yeah, let him have them. But he wanted to play with them first with me, and I wanted to see what Youtek technology was trying to do back then, given the 1820 and the old cosmetic and man, he beat him up pretty good here. All right, let's go see Coach. All right, so Coach Rob was the one that asked for these, and he will be obtaining these after we are done here. Now, Coach, why did you want to try these?
So I've got some classes with adults and middle school players that don't always remember their own rackets.
Oh, I see.
The adults are usually, wanting to try different rackets or, whatever. And the high school kids, it's a PE class and they don't have their own rackets. So I always kind of looking for extra rackets that I can use for players that don't have a racket.
Oh, perfect.
So I thought these were good. I remember these being good rackets back in the day. It would be a perfect racket for that sort of use.
Maybe we can have them on the show and then have them be part of an episode that we always call This Old Racket for this old man. Just kidding. Anyways, when you hit with them, what did you think?
I remember this racket. It felt good. I remember when I hit with it back in the day when it was the newer model, however many years ago that was.
I think we're getting close to 15, 16 years.
So it was like, hey, these were good rackets back in the day. Let's go back out and hit with the Head Mid-Plus 315.
1820.
Yeah, ball came off really good. Liked it. Good with swing weight. The balance was good. I think putting a softer string in for some kids that, they're not going to be breaking strings, but at least they're going to have a nice balanced racket to play with.
When you think of head speeds in general, what size head would you be thinking of?
Probably the 98.
See? Right? I thought 98 for years for some reason. That's 100.
Is this 100?
And it's been 100 since inception. I was like, really?
Huh.
And this is me. I should know everything.
Yeah.
Okay?
I know I don't know everything.
Right.
So.
And so here's the thing. This is 100, and they've always been 100. The Radical, what size do you think that is?
Well, the older ones were like 95s, right? And then they went up.
The Radicals?
Oh no, the Radical was the orange one, right? The Radical, that was like 100, 105 maybe.
So there was a 107 version.
Okay.
That was.
Did you do that one recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Chris broke my string.
Nice.
Because I was like, you know about that. Coach Chris doesn't know anything about that. He broke my string. Wow. To be exact, he broke Coach Jerod Kira's family string.
Nice.
But anyways, so you think of a 107 on a Radical because you think of Andre, because he was using that. But and they don't make that today. In the normal ones, like an MP or a Pro, what size head do you think of?
98.
Really? Okay, so you're right on that. So in my mind, this should have been 98. Radical should have been 100. But that's just in my mind. What do you guys think of that? Can you clarify and can you tell me your opinions about that? I know Head already made the decision for us, but in my way of thinking, I felt like it should have been the other way around. But let me know what you think.
I'm sure they probably had a reason.
I'm sure they did too. And they also have a reason for changing the damn names all the time. Are we Tour or are we Pro? Are we MPL? Are we Team? Are we Team L? What are we?
We want to have something for everyone.
No, but it's like you're confusing everyone. You're changing weights and names at the same time just so that you can align. Right? When you train somebody that this is that and that's this, and now that's this and not that. Anyways, enough of my griping. These rackets were actually really good. It brought me back to a time when these were good. They still are good. I felt like these have more feel. They felt more solid. Like the word pro stock is kind of what comes to mind because, that's kind of what some of these old rackets are. They're pro stocks. The pros want to use old frames again and they mold them for them. They create them. They're called pro stock now. Because they take a racket from back in the day, remake it, and paint it like the new one. Good power, easy control, easy feel, which I was amazed at. So these were played with by somebody who did very, very well in college. I think he played for Santa Cruz, UC Santa Cruz, and was a doubles champion.
Wow.
Started tennis late in life, yeah. And he's Jerod's Kira's brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Started like at age 11, kind of like a Osaka-esque tennis career, except didn't win a slam or win pro. Anyways, these rackets are yours now.
Great. Well, thank you to the family chain that you were just talking about for passing these on.
Yeah. So the next generation will get to try to use them and excel with them. Maybe we'll have a Djokovic using these. All right. Coach Rob, thank you so much for doing the Speed MP with me in the 315.
Sure. Thank you for the rackets.
Oh, yeah. You are welcome. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.